I'll have to switch to long sleeves in a minute. So, because there's going to be some more welding. But so yesterday we got the mounting blocks all welded in, elongated the holes with the plasma cutter, got the bed to fit on there like it's supposed to. I didn't use the rubber mounts because that was a pain. These things are, you know, they're 1/4 inch. But for this purpose, I think the best way to do this is once we get everything painted, we'll just get some double-sided sticky tape, some of the Gorilla Tape, and we'll stick them to the bed side. That way it's already through the hole on the bolt, and then we can just drop it back on. Because when you have them down on the bottom, if we put them down on the bottom, then the bolt's going to hit them and it'll be a pain. So I think stick them on the bed, and then we'll drop the bed on when it's time to do it for the last time. But today, two things that I want to do. We're going to pull the bed off again, of course, right? God, those acorns are loud. Pull the bed off. I'm going to clean up the holes from the plasma, because you know how that is. It's a little rough. Probably use the Dremel tool on that. It'd really be cool if I could get a carbide bit for my angle grinder. I might have to look into that. And then I want to build the plate for the space in between the cab and the bed. I can at least get that tacked on, and I can weld most of it. I just don't want to, well, it's not going to screw up the paint, but you know, whatever. And then I'm going to have to organize all this hardware. I have to pull the tailgate off to get that off. We'll do welding on the bed later. I got these pieces. They go right here, cover up this hole. We can do that when we're doing paint and body. Well, not paint, but you know what I mean. We can do that when we're doing the body work side on the bed. So first things first, take the bed off again. For the 6th time. So on second look, you know, the plasma didn't do a bad job. If I wasn't rushing, I probably could have done better. Turns out you can fit a Dremel bit in your angle grinder. Look at that. So let's see what happens. I'm going to need to move you just a bit so I can get my head over here.
Well, only when it's raining, I notice the holes in my shoes. I said, no, only when it's raining, I notice the holes in my shoes. Well, you know about that, baby. Ooh, got them low down dirty empty pocket blues. Now I'm flat, broken, busting, don't know what I'm gonna do. I said I'm flat, broken, busting, I don't know what I'm gonna do. you know about that, baby. Get them low down, dirty, empty pocket blues. Another month is gone, and the rent is way overdue, and a light bill too. I said another month is gone, baby, and the rent is way overdue. Well, you know about that, Mr. Landlord. I can't pay, I got them low down, dirty, empty pocket blues. Heck, I'm so broke, this is supposed to be a saxophone solo, but you know, we'll do what we can. Well, my baby wanna go shopping, to get her some new shoes. I said my baby wanna go shopping, need to get her some new shoes. Go to 47 other pairs she got in the closet. I said I can't help you this month, baby, cause I got them low down, dirty, empty pocket blues. Well, just for fun, I asked my baby for a nickel, cause I really need a dime. I said, baby, won't you let me hold a nickel? I really need a dime. She said, oh, I'm awful sorry, Big Daddy. I said, that's okay, honey, you sorry most of the time. You know she got them. You know she got them too. I said, you know she got them. You know my baby's got them too. She got a low down dirty, good for nothing, empty pocket blues. So now we're flat, broke and busted, don't know what I'm gonna do. I said I'm flat, broke and busted, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I said you know about that, baby, got them low down dirty, empty pocket blues. One more time on a harmonica, I believe. I gotta... You know it flat, broken, busted. Don't know what I'm gonna do. I said I'm flat, broken, busted. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, you know about that, baby. Got them low down, dirty, empty pocket blues. We got them low down, dirty, good for nothing, empty pocket blues.
I should have traced around the cab. Let's try to get it back. Oh, shit! Based upon the difficulty of using cardboard, steel's going to be even bigger pain in the ass. So this goes here. That was my center line. Ah! Fuck! I think that'll work. As long as I cut it straight. Let's see what happens. I know, it looks funny, but let me finish. Watch. Okay. So this was my cab line. I think once we raise it up, that'll be fine. I mean, hold on. I can do better. There. So that piece goes there, all the way across. That way when you walk by, you don't see in between the bed and the cab. And I'll just make this out of some 16 gauge. We'll just weld it here and there. It's just for aesthetics, right? It's gonna look better. And I mean, it's not gonna stiffen anything up because it's just 16 gauge, but yeah, we'll start with that. So this piece should flip and fit on the other side pretty simply. Like that. And then we'll just have to, we'll build another template for right here. But we can do these two first and then make make everything match. Of course, cab's got to come off, but cab's coming off anyway, right? So let me make two of these. So this was our first attempt at a kickboard. This was the factory kickboard, but it's all wobbly and shit, so I welded some 16 gauge to it. But then I decided I didn't like that at all and just made my own. And it's flat now. So we don't need this anymore. And I welded on the edges and around the top so I can cut this piece out of the middle. And I think I'm just going to use the wheel of death because it's 16 gauge. Oh, that's what I was seeing. So I welded some 1/4 inch round bar in there to reinforce it. Oh, look, it was already painted. Bam! Man, like I know what I'm doing. Interesting. So, let me go see if it fits. Let me clean this edge off. You can watch from over here. It's just a pre-fit, test fit, free fit for all fitness. I like it a lot. I gotta get off the hump though, that's all. So I mean, It's not that big a deal, but it kind of, what, you know, it's one of those things. Let's see if this will work. Might. So if that was my hump, I was like this. And so I need to back it off until it's like flat. Shit, this is difficult. Geometry is important, kids. Pay attention in school. I'm sure there's a formula for this, but I'm not a carpenter. Let's slice off about a 1/2 inch and see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? Okay, we'll slice off that much. And see what happens. Wrong tool. I need my plugs. This works great. Perfect. Perfect fit. So let's duplicate it. None of that's over there. So we go like this, and we'll use this edge. Just like that. Because it'll be hidden anyway. And then we're going to go like this. And like that. And make another one. Now, what the fuck am I doing? This one goes like this, this one goes like this. So now what I need to do is figure out how much I'm going to stick under the cab, what my line is. I think that this is going to be my line. Why not? That seems to be like a thing. Yeah, I think so. I think it decided for me. Hold on. Yeah, that's gonna work. Let me change my shirt. I'll be right back. Okay, so maybe you can see it now. So what I did is there's a bend on the inside, right where the cab folds over. So I lined the edge of this up with the edge of this bend. And I get the magnets on top so it's flush with the top of the frame. And then I'm going to tack it in here, and then it's a little high on one side. So we'll start on the low side, burn it in going this way, and get it all flat on both sides. Then we'll fill the center section. And so when the cab and the frame are together, this is the mounting block, and the edge of the, let me get his tape measure. Edge of the cab and the edge of the bed. So when you walk by and look, now all you'll see is metal, and it'll be painted, so it'll look like it belongs. You won't see the floor. And the cab doesn't touch it, so we don't have to worry about metal on metal or rust or nothing like that. Watch out. Maybe this piece is long enough. Yes. So if we go like this, attach that to that, and this goes under like this.
One, two, No matter what you say, babe, no matter what you do, the way you've been treating me, woman, come back home to you, and your crown won't help you, woman. Your crown won't help you now. Your crown won't help you, baby, because you've been so mean to me. Well, you must remember, baby, no matter where you go, watch them skis just scatter, woman, gonna reap just what you sow. And your crown won't help you, woman. Your crown won't help you now. Your crown won't help me, baby, cause you've been so mean to me. Now you've been so mean to me. Oh, the way you treat me, woman, Lord, I just can't understand. I'm gonna leave you, woman, let you do the best you can, cause your crown won't help you, woman. Your crown won't help you now. Your crown won't help you, baby, cause you've been so mean to me. No, you've been so mean to me. I'll leave you, woman, just before I shake your hand. I'm gonna give you another woman, baby, just to make you mad. But your crown won't help you, woman. Your crown won't help you now. Your crown won't help you, baby, 'cause you've been so mean to me. No, you've been so mean to me. Oh, you've been so mean to me. No, you've been so mean to me. You've been so mean to me.
So just a little bit more welding to do when I take the cab off. Finish them up on the ends. And then we can knock the humps down, make them a little bit smoother. But they're still going to be visible. But I hope you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm not going to put the bed back on right now just to show you. But I'll show you the next time I put the bed back on. So now when you walk by, when your eyes come this way, you're not going to see the ground or anything else. It'll just be a plate. And you could go straight across with one piece of steel. Don't get me wrong. That would absolutely work. But the way I put all this together, it would, you know, this is the same height as this, so I'd have to mount it on top of this instead of mounting it flush. And I want it flush, and I can grind these edges down, and it'll almost disappear. Almost. That's not bad. That's a pretty good straight line. And this line's going to be hidden by the bed anyway, and the other line's going to be hidden underneath the cab. So, you know, it just, you know, it just is something to do. Not required. I'm going to pause for a minute. Pause for the cause, as the Mighty Orc says. And think about what else needs welding on this frame. I think I'm done. But I'm not sure. So, y'all take a break.